Hi everyone, welcome to our 60 days DevOps course. Before I start the video, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, please subscribe. We post new DevOps video daily at around 7 pm. So today is our 21 long class where we'll discuss why configuration management and what is Ansible. And we also show this configuration management with hands-on. So here's a question, why configuration management? So if we don't use configuration management, we have faced some problem issue like we need to install packages, configure users, start server, apply like patches. So when you're doing like a single server, then it's not problem. But when you're doing like more than 10 server, or like sometimes we need to do this thing around 50 to 100 servers, then that's the problem. So we need to log into every server individually and do the following steps in all servers. So it's very tedious task and it's also take long time. So I give you the like how the way basically Ansible work. I show by like image. So you can see like if here is a Ansible server, this is the Ansible master server. So like here is one server, two servers, three server, and four server. So like if you want to install any server, if you like install Apache in the 4 server, so then just we install command run from this server, and all server at a time install the Apache. So this is the basically advantage of Ansible. So at a time I can install 4 server, so or even if I want to more than 100 server, I can do that. So this is basically main advantage of Ansible. And another advantage is like before Ansible, like when you are running any configuration like from this server to this server, so there is the agent need to be installed. But in Ansible, we don't need this. So this is the very advantage for Ansible. So it's agentless application. So we don't need to install any agent or any package to the target server. Ansible just log in that server by SSH and do their command. So like if you want to install Nginx in 4 servers, just if the SSH key is available in all those servers, then this Ansible server can get login that server and run Nginx and install right at a time. Okay, so this is the basically main advantage of Nginx. So go back to documentation. So we know what is configuration management. So I put a definition here. So configuration management is the practice of automation, the setup, configuration, and management of system to ensure consistency, repeatability, and scalability. So here is most of the popular Ansible tools we are using right now. So in the most of them, Ansible is the most popular. Okay. So what is Ansible? Ansible is an open source automated tool by Red Hat used for provisioning, configuration management, application deployment. So it's agentless. So like Ansible can work just login or by using SSH. Written by YAML file. This is a playbook. So this is very user friendly. So just installing Ansible, it's a very easy way. So if you want to see the installation process, I have did another video, but it's very simple. You just run these 3 commands, install just a sudo update, install the Ansible, then you can check the version of the Ansible. So in my PC I already have installed Ansible, so let me show you if how that looks. So like if you want to see the Ansible, just Ansible -- version, then it will show your current version of the Ansible and the configuration file of the Ansible location. Okay, so like if you want to see the where is the configuration file, you can get like cat, let me do first ll etc, then Ansible. You can see the all Ansible related file is here. So here is one file is host. So like I already show you like our target server IP address or DNS name need to put in this host file. So this way basically Ansible can know how and which servers he need to do the task. Okay, so this is the host file. It's a simple file, but when you install Ansible give a sample. So if you see like cat etc Ansible host, you can see how to write the Ansible. Ansible give a sample where you can use If you want to do some group, you can put a group name, then you can use DNS name. Also you can use your private or public IP. These are basically we can write the host file. So for my case, I use the most simple way. So let me check another thing. And like for Ansible configuration file, if you want to see the Ansible configuration file, so Ansible, then Ansible on. So this is the basically configuration file. Okay, so these are the very simple installation process and very simple file. So for creating Ansible host file, at first we need to create a host file. So if you don't use the your host file, then Ansible by default use the default host file, which is etc/ansible then host. So it's the best practice to create a host file first, then you can create your target server IP, then do the task. So let me create a host file first. So like cat etc, sorry, not etc, I will put host in this location. So I will grab my one EC2 server I already created. So let me grab that IP. So this is the IP. So now if you see the host file, you can see the IP. So this IP will be do the Ansible tasks. But like before you do the installation or log into any server, we already know we have a private key or public key. I need to do the task. So you can do two way. If you create a public and private key and put your private key to the host file, then you can do the manual thing that way. But best practice is you can put your a public key location and in the host file, then you can easily run any command to that server. So let me first create a SSH key file to the and copy that file. So you already know how to create SSH key file. So keygen, then give the name like DevOps -f. So basically we create a DevOps, it is private and this is public. So this public key I need to put in the AWS server or that target EC2 server. So let me check that file first. So this is our file. So I need to copy this SSH key to this file. So this file is located in vi.ssh, then authorized key. We need to put this file is here. So this way our server can log into the server. Okay, so now if we want to make sure how this works, so SSH, then our key is DevOps, then it is Ubuntu server, so need to put Ubuntu, then IP address, I need to grab that one again. This is the IP. So before you do the task, make sure the SSH key is working properly. You can see you can log in. So let me exit from the server. So now we can see we can easily log into that server. So now I do some modification in the host file to get the properly. So vi host. So I just do some proper way to create the file. Let me grab that code. So let me make it so just this IP should be let me copy the file, then I am explain the file. So let me remove that one. Okay, so file basically we give a name of the server. This is just give a name my server. So Ansible can work also by this name also. Then you can we need to Ansible host. We need to put that IP, who is our target server IP. Then Ansible user, which user is that Ansible? Here is this Ubuntu server, so it's Ubuntu user. and where is our private key location. So Ansible work, it will be also changed. So our location is, to save this one, so pwd, then DevOps, right? So I need to put this and then that. So like instead of using this, you can use this tilde, then do the thing. So we don't need that one, we only need this one. So vi host, so basically we need to change this one. So then DevOps. Okay, so like this is our home location file, then YouTube folder, then Day-21b, then our private key name. Okay, so now this way like Ansible can easily log in that server and access any command to that server if that server have full access. Okay, so now this file have everything. So now if you run any command, like here I put some command like how we can use the inventory file. Okay, so let me today is like our basic Ansible class, so I just give you a overall idea. So in the next class I will do the Ansible command file, so then you will basically understand lots of command and how to use the command file also. Okay, so let me if you want to see the version, I already see you Ansible dash version. So if you want to see the configuration, you can use, and if you type ans then tab, if you put tab, then it will complete the command. Same way Ansible dash config. So if you want to see the configuration file, you can see this way, it will see the configuration details. So let me put a Q, and if you want to see the which IP is available in our host file, so that's why you need to write Ansible dash inventory, then dash that list, then dash y. So basically you can see if you put all, that means every server will be working in that file. But in this server here is only one server hosts this IP. So if you have multiple server, that way basically it will show this way. Okay, so here is only host one file, so it's showing this only one file. So now if I want to run any command, so let me clear the screen. So basically first command we are using, when we are make sure any server is available, we are basically using ping command. Okay, so same with basically Ansible. So if we want to run all IP in that file, then we can use all. Then we want to make sure our host file location, here is our host file location is same location. So our location host file is in the same location where I am write the code. So this location basically, so it's the same location. So if your host file is different location, we can also give that absolute part of that host file, then that will be work also. Then we'll understand in the next class what is module. So we need to use lots of module available in Ansible. So we need to put -m for using any module. So ping is a module. So if you use ping, then see what happened. So basically from local PC to remote PC, it will take some time. But if all server is in the local network, then this command will be work in the right way. So but for my case it's take a little bit time. So if you see the green color, that means it's working properly, and you can see my server is getting success. And also when you give ping, it's reply pong, that means he get the server. And just make sure when you get green color message, that means it's working. So instead of using all, if you want to any group, we already see, we create a group name where is web. So if you write web, then only that group IP will be work. If there is 5 IP or 10 IP in that web group, then if we mention the web, then only those group IP will be work. Same way we can do any specific IP also. Okay, we will basically explain everything in our command file section. So basically these we can see the ping or any kind of command also we can use. like if you want to see like Ansible all, then we need to mention if the module is command, then we need to which module basically we are using, we need to mention that command, and like is the argument, like if we are passing any command to the argument, like if I want to see the uptime of that server, so uptime, so basically it will show the uptime of that server. So basically if we log into the server, we can see the same command. So if you go to the server, if I run uptime, basically is same command, it will be shown in here. You can see same command is showing here. Basically from like a Ansible server, we can do anything by logging to the our target server. Okay, so basically this is the few like sample command. So if we go to documentation, and what command I use, I mention everything in the documentation. So like here I use like host. So like before it was also used inventory or .inventory ini, both you can use, but I prefer to use host nowadays. Basically DevOps engineer using host, so that's way most common way. So you can basically use both way. And one thing, like if you don't mention the like host file, okay, so if you write this way, then what happened? I already told you, if you don't mention the host file, it will take the default host file, and you can see it will reply nothing basically, because it will go to that default host file. Basically there is no IP is available, so it will give you nothing. Basically it's put like failed. Okay, so make sure we put our host file location, and we can use host and inventory both way. So here I create basically a simple playbook file. Like when you run any command, basically when you're using Ansible, we are not using like ad hoc command. Like when you're typing any command in our command line, this is called ad hoc command. So basically we are not using ad hoc command. Normally we are using like playbook. We all what we want to do in the server, we mention writing the Ansible file, and this is like YAML format. So like before you run, you need to mention 3 dot, then you give a single dot, then you give the total total file name. So we need to understand like after running the file, or anyone can run this file, he or she can understand what will be do by this Ansible file. So this is the name of that file, like little bit explanation of that file, what that file basically do. So in my case, I type like install and start Apache 2 on Ubuntu. So anyone can write this sentence and understand what's going on this file. Okay, so now in the host section, we need to make any like group. Like here I mentioned web group. So in the host file I have a web group, so only those group IP will be applied in this file. So then become yes means like when you run any command, become yes means that command will be run as a root user. So when become is yes means it will have the root power, and that user can do anything. Then basically main section is here task. So what steps or what command we need to do, we will mention it here. So task, same way we are giving a name here. So what like task name is, so this is the like just put in update the cache. So sudo apt update what we did, this way we just do this thing. So in like Ubuntu section, we already know apt module is do the things sudo apt update. So basically in the like a playbook, this way we need to write these things, and we can show you the playbook section file. When we do a video in how to write the playbook, we can basically discuss. This is a very easy way, and all documentation you can get from online. They put everything there, you just copy and paste and do your things. So it's best, no, you don't need to memorize anything. So like in apt section, we already know when you are do apt update, we need to use apt module, then we need to write this way apt cache yes, and its validity cache for 3600 seconds basically. Then our next section is like basically install Apache version. So then apt same module, we know already when we're running any package installed to Ubuntu server, we need to use apt module. So we use apt, and our package name is Apache 2, and state is latest, means it will run the latest version. Then after installing the file, we need to like run or like start the Apache file. Same we give the name. Then like here we use apt, now is the service module for start any service. The same we run Apache, then state started, and enable we also put yes, then this service will be enabled. Okay, let me copy that file and run that first, then you can understand. So like cat install Apache okay, so this is the file. So now if you want to run these files, we need to write Ansible, then playbook. This is playbook, that's why we want to mention Ansible dash playbook. Then like if you want to run all, then minus I host file, then our file name. Then if you want to check the syntax, then you can use the dash syntax. Ansible playbook all host. So that I don't need to mention all here. So when we are using like ad hoc command, then just only use all. Otherwise only used to use like all. So like what give name, we can see this name is showing here. So this is the full playbook name, install and start Apache. Then it will do everything like gather fast fact is like it will get every information of that server. So that's why it's showing this message. Then like it will do the update, basically check the command, and the Ansible also like make sure this command is working to that server, but it will not get any like impact. So when we like use the command without check, then finally that will impact on that command. So we need to wait a little bit. So you can see this change, but this get error because Ansible didn't install the Apache. That's why it not able to start that. That's why this one getting red color and showing fail. So when we run the command, then it will not showing. So let me like show you one thing. Like if we go to the IP, need to make sure. So you can see there is no Apache default page is coming. So now run the command. So basically it will take a little bit time. So let me go back to documentation and explain that. So like after installing the file, we can basically, I mentioned the command how we can run this file. So here you use Ansible playbook, then -i, you use host instead of using inventory ini. That's the best way I prefer. Then your like a playbook file name, and you can use this file name .yaml or YAML, both will work fine. So benefit of using Ansible, I put it here. So it's agentless. So we already discussed. So it's agentless. So no need to install anything on nodes or our target server. So it's a YAML playbook format, so easy to read and write. We already know YAML is very like easy to read and write. So independent, safe to rerun multiple times. So same file we can run multiple times. Just change the IP or like easy way. Basically same file you can use like more and more. And scalable, so like automate for 1 or 100 servers. So in like my target server, it has like 10 servers. So if I want to add more 10 servers, just add those servers IP in the host file and run the command. Then before like if you have a 10 servers and run Apache, you like run the command, install that Apache server, and again add 10 IP to that host file. So run the playbook again. So Ansible will not run that before 10 servers. It will only run those 10 servers. These will also happen in Ansible. So it is why it's showing scalable and fast onboarding, simple learning curve. So it's a very easy way to learn the Ansible. So go back to our command line. So we can see now we didn't get any red mark here. So first it's updated, it's showing changed, and this is like Apache install is also showing changed. That means these are installed, and these one showing green color. That means it's okay. It just install anything, just run it. Same way this one just like gather the information. That's why it's accurately get the information. That's why it's showing green color and showing okay. This one showing okay. So basically it has 4 tasks doing and changed 2. So these are changed to one, update the server and install the Apache, and it did 4 works. That's why it's showing okay for. If any task is missing or not able to do that, then like if I have 3 server, 3 work, then like it was not able to start the Apache, then it will show here like okay 3 and 1 failed. So but in my case all 4 tasks is doing fine. So 4 tasks is basically, first is gather the information. This is 1 task. So this is also task. So 2 tasks. This is 3 tasks. Install the Apache, and this is 4 tasks. Like start the Apache server. 4 tasks. So it's showing 4 okay 4. That means 4 steps what I order to Ansible to do that, it done properly. So everything is fine. So if I go to the Apache web server, if I refresh this, you can see the default Apache server. You can see. So basically same way we can do lots of work. Basically Ansible most easiest way, and all Ansible playbook file you are get in the online. They like put every module here. They are like how we can run. They just copy and paste that module and do little bit change, and you can run the playbook and just boom, everything will be do right away. So this is the more most advantage of Ansible. So when you complete the Ansible course within 3 or 4 days, and then you can understand what's the power of Ansible. Okay, so this is a day 21 class where we basically understand what is Ansible and why we use Ansible, and what is configuration management, and all documentation and what command I use. You will get everything in that this Git repo file. So you can just go to the Git repo address and go to module 4 and see the day 21. Even you can get this documentation file. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope this video is helpful for you. So if you found this video is helpful, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. In the next class we'll discuss basically Ansible command, lots of Ansible command, and I will give you all command in the documentation. Then that way you can study and practice your command, and I will show you the Ansible in the best and most easiest way. That way you can run Ansible within a week, and within a week you will be the boss in the Ansible. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. So up to the next class. Best of luck. Bye.